Wow, what a day. So this is about being willing to pay the price. So Michelangelo once said, if people knew how hard I had to work to gain my mastery, it wouldn't seem wonderful at all. Behind every great achievement is a story of education, training, practice, and discipline, and sacrifice more than anything. You have to be willing to pay a price. Maybe that price is pursuing one single activity while putting everything else in your life on hold. Maybe it's investing all of your own personal wealth or savings. Maybe it's a willingness to walk away from your own safety of your current situation. But though many things are typically required to reach a successful outcome, the willingness to do what is required adds that extra dimension to the mix that helps you persevere in the face of overwhelming challenges, setbacks, even the pain, and even the personal injury. So remember, pain is only temporary. The benefits actually last forever. And here's a good story to remind you of that. So Jack Canfield remembered back in 1976 at the Summer Olympic Games when the men's gymnastic competition, hi Anne-Marie, captured the attention of the world. With the roar of the crowd in the background, Japan's Shino landed a perfect triple somersault twist dismount from the rings to clinch a gold medal in the team gymnastics. With his face contorted in pain and his teammates holding their breath, he followed a near flawless routine by achieving a stunning and perfect landing on a broken right knee. It was an extraordinary display of courage and commitment. Interviewed later about the win, he revealed that even though he had injured his knee during the earlier floor exercise, it would become apparent when the competition continued that the team gold medal would be decided on the rings apparatus, his strongest event. The pain shot through him like a knife, he said. It brought tears to his eyes. But now he has the gold medal. Suddenly the pain has disappeared. What was it that gave him the extraordinary courage to face the excruciating pain and the very real risk of serious injury? It was the willingness to pay the price, and probably a long history of paying the price every day on the road to simply winning a spot to compete in the Olympic Games. Morning, Isabel. So remember to practice, practice, practice. Steve Alford once said, when I played Michael Jordan on the Olympic team, there was a huge gap between his ability and the ability of the other great players on that team. But what impressed me was he always was the first one on the floor and the last one to actually leave. Before Bill Bradley became a US Senator in New Jersey, he was an amazing basketball player. He was an All-American Princeton University, won an Olympic gold medal in 1964, played in the NBA championships of the New York Knicks, and was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Well, how did he do so well at his sport? Well, for one thing, when he was at high school, he practiced 4 hours every single day, come hell or high water. In his memoir, Time Present and Time Past, Bradley offers the account of his self-imposed basketball training regime. He says, I stayed behind to practice after my teammates had left. My practice routine was end by making 15 baskets in a row from each of the 5 spots on the floor. If I missed a shot, he would start all over again from the beginning. He continued his practice all through his college and his professional career to ensure. He developed a strong commitment to practice when he attained summer basketball camps for the high school players sponsored by the St. Louis Hawks, Easy Ed Macaulay. When he learned the importance of practicing, when you're not practicing, someone somewhere else is. Remember that. And when the two of you meet, given roughly equal ability, he'll actually win or she'll actually win because they've practiced more. Bill took that advice to heart. The hours of hard work paid off. Bill Bradley scored over 3,000 points in the 4 years of high school basketball. When I studied for my exams to become an accountant, everybody used to leave for a break at smoking time, at lunchtime, at coffee time. But every single time I stuck with that myself, and I sat and studied through that extra half an hour every single day for the whole period I was there for 3 years. Now think about that, half an hour every single day. It probably wasn't even half an hour, actually. Even on my lunch, actually, I was first back and I studied for another half an hour. So it was an hour every single day. So that was 5 hours a week. There was 42 or roughly 40 weeks in the year, academic year. So 5 hours a week times 40, I had basically studied for a good 200 hours, more than anybody else, for 3 years. That's 600 hours of studying. Didn't it really surprise you anyway that I managed to be the top student 3 years in a row in my academic studies? And that's because I practiced every single day. And I knew if I was to do something else that no one else was prepared to do, I would achieve something else that no one was prepared to get. And that's really what it came down to. It's that discipline and education and to the process and the consistency that will make you the number one at what you're doing today. And I'll see you all tomorrow.